So as you can see, I've become an ethnic minority for the day. I've got my, I think it's Chuang ethnic minority gear on, and I'm going to be joining some activities. Couple of interesting facts. Down the man-made channel, there's about 700 cubic meters per second flows. And it actually gets from here to Chengdu by gravity, because Chengdu is lower than this area. So it completely flows about 50 to 60 kilometers down the man-made channel to Chengdu. The artificial channel it goes down, which is the one just over here, that was actually part of the mountain that you can see on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. And they actually cut a channel right through the mountain. And that was done over 2,000 years ago. And you've got to remember, at that time they had no mechanical equipment, no hydraulic diggers or bulldozers, etc. So that must have been all done by hand. And I find that really quite amazing. Whoa! It's got cherries in there. Whoa. So cherries are cherry. Cherry. Wow. So this old guy here. Ni hao. Wow. Wow, look at this. This is a guy who obviously... Oh, look at his chair. His chair's amazing. He's got his pictures on the wall here. Wow. He's got his little transport here, which he collects his stuff in. Look how tidy he keeps it. Look at his chair. His chair's amazing. Look at that. How cool is that chair? Go on, have a sit down in it, Abby. Do you feel like a queen? Oh, that's kind of crazy, man. It's not just any old chair. It looks like some sort of eagle. Wow. So how long have you lived here? Oh my, so the guy has just told us his family has lived here for several hundred years. That's just incredible. And I think I'm right. Am I right in saying that he doesn't speak Mandarin, right? Yeah. So we've got two interpreters here, because the guy actually doesn't speak Mandarin. He speaks his own dialect, of the Chuan dialect. And so we have two translators, one that can speak Mandarin and then another one that can speak this guy's dialect. So this particular building here has been here for 1400 years. And right at the top there, you can see a cross. I'll just zoom in so you can see it. And that cross there, there's only certain houses or people in the village allowed to use that cross on their buildings, and it's village leaders. And there's three types of leader that are allowed to use that cross on their buildings. The first one is a village king, and that's someone who is like in charge of more than one village. So there might be like 5 or 6 villages in an area, and he will be the person, or she will be the person that is in charge of all those villages. The next one is the leader of the village itself. So at one single village, the leader of that village is allowed to use that cross on the building. Then also there are some big families in each village, and if it's the head of a big family, they're also allowed to use that cross on the buildings. So there's only 3 types of people. Not everybody can display that symbol on their building. So that's something that's really interesting, something I've learnt, and hopefully you've learnt. So as I said earlier, this is one of the income sources to this village of cherries. And you can see here, look, somebody's got them for sale outside of their house. And although we're in a small village in the middle of the mountains, we found out that she accepts WeChat Pay. Okay, I will scan the code. Yeah. Okay, okay. And I've got my cherries. And I find that amazing that we're like in the middle of a small village in the middle of the mountains, and I bought some cherries using electronic payment with WeChat. That is just crazy. This is kind of funny. This is a cherry tree, and as I said earlier, that one of the things they have here is they grow cherries and sell cherries. But I've just noticed this sign, and I've asked what this sign said, and basically it tells people not to pick cherries from this tree because it's a private tree. And that's the number to phone if you want to buy cherries from this tree. So it seems though villagers will own their own trees in here, in this village, and they will be responsible for picking their own cherries from those trees. It's kind of funny. Something else I've just learnt is that these markings on the path here, they're not just any random markings. I've just learnt this is their scripture. And it's the first chapter, and it talks about when humans first came to the earth, that there was only sort of rivers and land and mountains, and this apparently talks about that. It's something I've never sort of experienced before. It's quite amazing, really. And what these are, they're totems, and as you can see, they've all got piles of stones on them, and apparently this is white stone worship, what these Chuang people do. So I thought at first they were just for decoration, but no, they're not just for decoration. Look at how the roof is constructed on here. It's just like sticks and part, wood. It's actually just amazing, isn't it? It's just crazy. The architecture here is spectacular, Oh, there's looks like down here there's a local in local dress. Oh wow, this is just walking around the village minding her own business. And again, there's more scripture on the floor here. All the paths have got this scripture on. And wow, there's a local here. Look. This is a local of the Chuang minority. It's incredible. I've never experienced anything like this before. That sort of red and white thing up there, just here, you'll see a lot of these in China, especially where you get good weather, and they're actually water heaters. The sun shines on them, and that's how a lot of sort of rural Chinese heat their water. You don't see those in the West at all. Well, I never have, but I mean maybe they are, but I don't know. But those are water heaters. So we're here, and this is one of the largest houses in the village, and the Chuang minority, they worship the sheep or the goat. I believe it's the same word in Chinese. Now what we're in now, and you see here, this is something really special. It's very rare, and it's a 4-horned head, and that's been passed down for many generations. But as you can see, there's lots of things made from sheepskin. And this was actually a house for a larger rich family, and although it's now also a tourist attraction, people do still live here, and it's amazing. And the reason why it's called a ballroom is this area in the middle. When it's cold, they would light a fire in here, and then they would dance around the fire. It's absolutely unbelievable. There's family pictures on the wall here, look.
It's government official.
And there's officials have visited here, and you can see a lot of the decoration here looks very authentic. You know, it's very, very old. A lot of this is, as you can see, there's another small room here, and this has got, oh look, here is some of the this is shoes. This is some of the shoes that they wear. And this house also has a lookout tower, and that lookout tower, a member of that family always had to be on lookout, and that is in case anybody came to try and invade the village in the old times. And we're going to have a look up the lookout tower now. As you can see right here, this is exactly what you'll get from the lookout, and look how far you can see. So that's from that one, and then we'll have a look out of the other side here and see what we can see. That gives you a really good view of all around the village, so you can see if there's invaders coming. And there's a small ladder here, so I'm going to try and go right up to the top. Oh my god, it goes up and up and up. So I'm right at the top now, and just look at this for a view. It's absolutely unbelievable. That is just stunning, that view from the top there. I think there's a little bit more, but I don't know how to get any higher up, so that's it. I'm not going to go any higher up. I'm going to stay here. Wow, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. You see the whole village everywhere. I just went right to the very top of that lookout tower, and that was the view you saw right from the very top of there. Something else which I find absolutely amazing is that if you look closely on this mountain, you can see the electricity pylons, and they put electricity pylons right across the top of that mountain just to bring electricity to this village. And that in itself is an incredible feat of engineering. How you get that material and equipment all the way up that mountain just baffles me. For now, that is the end of this video. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, it helps the algorithm. If you do like the channel, consider subscribing. But as always, for now, take care.